so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much.
Hello, all you positive heads out there. Thanks for tuning your beautiful brainwaves into another episode of the Positive Head Podcast, where we are firmly convinced that creating success and happiness is rooted in understanding the ultimate nature of reality and the fact that as human beings, we are all immensely powerful fractals of the one and only source consciousness, which creates and animates all things. Now, of course, understanding this powerful truth is one thing. Applying this incredibly empowering wisdom to everyday life? Well, that's another, which is exactly why we provide you with a fresh serving of soul food for thought 5 days a week to help constantly remind you of what matters most. You are it. And I'm your host, Brandon Beecham. I'm the reflection and extension of you who will be here each Wednesday interviewing a different consciousness changemaker. And on the other 4 weekdays, leading the way to ensure that your perspective is consistently expanded, your vibration is constantly elevated, and your heart is overflowing and full. Also, this episode of the Positive Head Podcast is being brought to you thanks to the support of Gaia. If you're not familiar, Gaia is the go-to source for streaming consciousness content online, and you can sign up for your first month for only 99 cents at gaia.com/positivehead. That's spelled GAIA.com/positivehead. Check it out. All right, all you positive heads, welcome, welcome. It is a fabulous Thursday here at the studio. Yeah, I'm sticking to the fabulous thing. Sorry, not sorry. Hope you guys are well whenever you are connecting to this podcast. This particular episode, I think we crossed into the 700s. Wow. Can't believe it. That's a lot of episodes. I can't believe it, but yeah, that's a whole lot of content. Hope you guys have enjoyed and listened to every single one of them. If you haven't, how dare you? It's funny because I'll meet people sometimes and they're like, or see people I haven't seen in a while who are listeners or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, and something will come up about a topic or something. I'm like, oh, did you hear such and such? And, did you hear this person on, or did you hear, whatever? And people get really like sheepish about, oh, well, I haven't listened to that one yet. Or it's like I expect that you should listen to every single episode or else. So I always act really offended. So if you ever meet me, make sure you tell me that you have heard every single episode, or else you will see a lot of upset energy. Oh man, I've had to listen to them all. I'm sure there's some of you out there who've listened to them all for sure. And I salute. You are amazing. All right, so. Let's see, what are we going to do today? I'm going to read a little bit from Oneness. I haven't read from it in a week or so, and I'm actually driving out to Enchanted Forest after this particular recording. So you guys hear this when it's released later today. If you want to come out to Enchanted Forest up in Laytonville, California, way up north, in the big, beautiful forest, is a sweet festival called the Enchanted Forest that I will be attending. You can actually get a discount code, you can get $20 off with the Positive Head, all one word, discount code. If you guys want to come out, would love to see some of your beautiful faces. And so I'm going to read, and then I get to pack up and drive a long way, and it's going to be epic and beautiful and wonderful. So let's see. Before I jump in to today's topic, I'm going to just read from Oneness today, chapter 36, which, if you guys don't know, I've been reading from Oneness for a while. Just randomly, I'll pick a chapter, and it's a wonderful book written in 98, received and transcribed by Rasha. Russia claims that it is channeled material. I always say I don't care whether someone claims something is channeled or not. I just care about what the content is. And the content of this book is awesome. I view it as the guidebook for ascension. Definitely kind of tells you what you can expect as you increase your vibration, as we step into the next version, the new earth, if you will, as you step into new timelines where you have an elevated vibration, you have more awareness and remembrance of who and what you truly are. And with that process comes certain sort of symptoms, or shall I say, forks in the road, things that are sort of, we all have our own unique trajectories, but there's certain things on a journey you can expect to encounter. And so this book's really, really helpful in telling you, how to interpret some of the things that you're experiencing. And I know for me, I read it originally 10 years ago, and it's been a great, great guidebook. And, actually, we have someone coming on soon who just wrote a book about ascension. And if you guys remember Michael Rostowski, his brother David is coming on in a few weeks, who just completed a book. And so I'm anxious to explore this topic further with someone else who's written, a book about ascension. Actually, I just have kind of coined Oneness as the handbook for ascension. His book has ascension in the title. I forget the exact name off the top of my head, but yeah, that should be cool. So looking forward to that. Today, I let the random number generator choose which chapter, although we're getting through a lot of them now. I'm sure we're more than half. There's 44 chapters. A couple times I've had to choose again because the random number generator gives the same chapter over and over. It did that today. Today it actually gave, when I say gives it over and over, I mean each time I go to read a week or 2 weeks apart or whatever, as I stack up these chapters, it may tell me to read, number 33 came up. Well, I read that like a year ago. So I'll have to choose again. Today it did 11 twice in a row. I was like, oh, hold on. I just realized right now today I got 11, which is weird because each time it's random, right? So 1 out of 44, 11 came up, then 11 came up again, but I've already read 11, not so long ago, a few weeks ago. So maybe you guys want to go back and listen to that one. Yeah, maybe that's part of what the message was today. Oh, I kind of got chills because I didn't even realize that when it first showed 11. Of course, I document which ones I've read previously, and I'm like, oh, I've already read that one. Okay, let me do a quick little. I kind of meditate on it for a second and click. Give us the best one for today, right, universe? And 11 came up twice in a row, and that was strange. So, if you guys want to go back, maybe there's many of you listening who need to hear that one. It happened. And it was kind of cool, and especially since it could have been 22 twice, it could have been 15 twice, 11 twice is extra interesting, right? That's like the sign that you are on the right path, that good things are. That's how I view it anyway. You can see, even there's episodes way back, I think I talk about 11 and seeing numbers or certain synchronicities, and that's a big one for people on the spiritual path, sort of an opening, a sign that you're on the path. And it makes me think we also have a forthcoming episode all about numerology, and I'm actually a life path 11. So, as you'll hear, he goes into detail. Darius goes into detail, giving me a numerological reading. It was pretty cool. First time I ever done that. But anyway, if you guys want to go back to when I read Oneness, it was not that long ago, chapter 11. It was episode 663. So if you want to go back and check out episode 663, since 11 came up twice today, maybe there's some of you who want to go visit and explore that one, right? So let me see here before I get into reading. Oh, one other thing for those of you doing the Positive Head, Purium, mashup, transformational cleanse. Hope it's going well for you so far. We're a few days in at this point. It's a 40-day ultimate nutrition plan that, over about 60 of us are doing together, other P-heads, and it's been awesome so far. I really like the core 4 is what we're taking this first, and then we're going into coming up next week. many of us will be starting on a 10-day where you only have certain flex foods and you take a lot more of the Core 4 product like every 2 hours or something, and you do this cleanse. So I like it because it's not a cleanse where it's like a fast or something, This is the first time I've ever done any kind of cleanse. And so far, I really love the products. And if you guys, any of you are interested, maybe you're hearing for the first time, what the heck is he talking about? If you go to positivehead.com/Purium, Purium. You can see my interview with the founder of Purium, David Sandoval. You can see a webinar that I did with Ima and Tala a week or so ago. And really, anyone can jump in and start the process at any time. A bunch of us happen to be doing it together. You can link up with us where we're at in the process. Start on your own. If you're hearing this years from now, you can go to that page and learn all about it. But very, very excited. That's a new partnership for Positive Head that just makes all the sense in the world, because it's all about healing your body, along with the heart and mind work we've been doing for 3+ years on the show now. 700 plus episodes. And I'm just so happy to have it. Such a simple plan as your Core 4, your baseline of what you take these things every day. And all of them are the highest vibe, tested at the molecular level, for purity and Purium means pure premium combined. So I'm super, super excited about the 30+ years that Dave Sandoval put into developing these products. So anyway, let's see. Let's jump in, shall we? Oneness chapter 3. Oh, one other thing. For those of you remember that are currently on the Transformation and Cleanse Metabolic Reset with everyone, make sure you get on the Positive Heads Facebook group with an S, Positive Heads, where we're, every day we're creating a thread where people can ask questions and talk about their experience and things like that. And next week, will be a big week for a lot of us, because going into the 10-day piece, as I mentioned, that's a little more intense, less food intake and more products. But So we're going to actually, Tala and Ima are going to do a Facebook Live on the Positive Heads Facebook page on Sunday the 10th at 10 a.m. So June 10th at 10 a.m. For those of you who are about to start on the 11th with the cleanse, you probably want to tune into that, catch the live or the repeat there. It'll be up, but I wanted to throw that out as well. All right, Oneness chapter 36. Here we go. Being nowhere, nothing, no one, here, now. Wow. All right. That's the header. Where have you been going all this time? Where is this search leading you? And where are you right now? The answer to all these questions is very simply nowhere. The direction in which you presumed yourself to be headed for much of this lifetime will not lead you where you now wish to go. So that path was leading nowhere. The quest for the enlightenment that has remained ever elusive leads you to the same destination, for there is nowhere for you to be beyond where you are right now. So long as you believe that there's a destination just past the horizon, where you are is nowhere. Your transference of your ambition from the arena of the material to the realm of the spiritual changes nothing. You remain in an unrelenting quest for that which you perceive yourself to be without. So long as you are neither here nor there, you are nowhere. You are in another world of striving, a state that invalidates the reality of where you are in deference to where you believe you are not. When in fact, nowhere is where you most fervently wish to be, and where you have been all along. The destination towards which you assume you are traveling in your spiritual quest is not a destination at all. For a destination, by definition, is somewhere other than where you are. And where you are is all there is and ever can be, which is nowhere. All that can be changed is your perception of that blessed state. So long as you perceive yourself to be short of the mark, you will experience discontentment regardless of how far you believe yourself to have journeyed. When you are able to embrace the here and now moment as a joyous statement of your beingness, regardless of where you perceive yourself to be, you will have arrived, for there is nowhere to be. Once there, one simply is. one is everywhere, which by definition is nowhere. This now moment in which you find yourself is a statement of perfection you have made to the universe. It is the perfect answer to the parameters you have set up. It is the perfect reflection of your attitudes, your beliefs, your understandings, and your conscious, physical manipulations of the illusion you believe to be your life. This is where you most wish to be, this very moment, right now. This is the culmination of all that has gone before, and it is here to deliver unto you a treasure, provided that you are willing to receive it. Yet, as long as you deny the perfection in this now moment and the circumstances with which it has gifted you, you will be destined to continue to wander and to search and to strive and to yearn for something that will always remain just out of reach. The opportunity in this now moment is to stop all of this activity and simply be still. For it is in the stillness that you will ultimately discover what has been there all this time. Nothing. Nothing at all. No great bright lights, no profound cosmic ideas, no other to which you can connect in order to be complete, no sense of attainment, no overwhelming feelings of self-worth. All these things are trappings of a linear illusion you will have left behind when you venture forth into what is truly reality. In the stillness, there is nothing, no thing to have. For in order to experience having, it is necessary to have known not having. A sense that something is missing. In a state of perfection, nothing can be missing. So there can only be everything. Where there is everything, there can be nothing more. And that state is only possible when there is nothing. Nothing more to want. For in that no-thingness, all that is present. And who will you be when you find yourself engulfed in that infinite stillness? Will you be who you are right now? Will you be someone else? Some higher, smarter, more polished version of the one you think is you? No, on both counts. The one who emerges in self-perception in the infinite stillness is no one. For, by definition, you cannot be in the infinite stillness. Nothing can be there. No one can be there. And yet, in the depths of quietude, you will touch upon, you will experience awareness. And at the same time, you will know that there is nothing there to be aware of. Who is it that is experiencing that awareness? It cannot be you because you cannot be there. The only possibility? No one. That is ultimately who you will discover yourself to be. For in order to be someone, that which you are, there would have to be that which you are not. Neither can be in the infinite stillness, for nothing can be there. Therefore, in this state of blessed awareness, you can only be no one. And at the same time, your awareness is all that is there. In the stillness, you will understand yourself to be that. When you step out of the illusion, even for a fleeting moment, and relinquish your grasp on your so-called reality, there is the ever-present possibility that you may lose yourself in a reality that knows neither future nor past. For in that state of awareness, there can only be now. And that state of nowness is all that is, the ever-present, present tense you embody in reality. In the illusion, you have a past. And in your mind, you are forever reaching for and longing for and living in the future that never seems to come. In the stillness, you experience that all-pervading nowness and recognize it as all that is. You experience your awareness as ever present there in the eternal now. And you understand that your awareness to be that nowness, a sense of presence melded in oneness with the eternal all that is. It is with that sense of presence, that sense of self-awareness, that you may choose to revisit and to experience the illusion you consider to be your life. You may choose to experience the sense of sublime detachment, that isness which you tasted fleetingly in the stillness, and to experience the here and now as all that is. For within the polarity of all that the illusion is, and in the polarity of all that is not, the full spectrum of isness that is no more or less than all that is. The illusion is everywhere and nowhere. It is everything and nothing. It is you, the real you, who has let go of all the trappings of identity and knows itself to be no one, here in the infinite foreverness of now. Wow, that was short and sweet and intense, driving home the ultimate nature of reality at its core. It's beautiful and so liberating to know that it's just you finding a way to pass the eternalness that is you and being attached to these stories and all the things that we experience is taking it too seriously, really, right? If you can relax into it and be I think of the eye of the storm, life and all the things happening is the storm, and you are the center in the middle, the unmoved mover, right? The same you that was there when you were 5 will be there when you're 95. And that is the eternal part of self that is seeing it and observing it all and is never affected by any of it. We don't need to be affected. We can enjoy it. We can enjoy it all and see it from the ultimate perspective. And it makes the journey much smoother instead of a puppet on a string reacting and all the huge emotional shifts. Although having those is fine too. There's no way of getting it wrong. It's just what perspective do you want to see and live from in any given moment? And the more you understand, the easier the journey gets, I would say, ultimately. So I hope this has made your journey easier today. And if you choose to get lost in the drama, that's okay too. If so, I hope you dance in the rain. And so does Dina Bach, one of the lovely listeners, actually participating in the transformation with us. She just sung at a Chicago Cubs game this week. I thought that was really cool. I used to have a Cubs poster on my wall. I wasn't even that into baseball, honestly, but as a kid, my uncle lived in Chicago, and I would visit there, and we'd go to the Bulls or the Cubs. That was a big memory. I was probably 11 years old or something. And so Chicago is like the coolest place on earth, and Wrigley Field, it's like this epic classic baseball field. And so it was really cool to not only see an amazing lovely listener that has got the opportunity to sing in front of like 40,000 people or something at the Cubs game, but a field in a place that really is connected to me. Of course, right? It's all reflections around here. So Chicago pops up over and over again in my world. So yeah, congrats to you, Dina. And here is Dina's song, Dance in the Rain. Hope you guys enjoy it. Till next time, journey well. Love you all so much. Oh, and while I'm gone, also, the lovely Miss Erica Middle Miss is going to be filling in on Monday and Tuesday. So, yeah, that'll be cool to have her. It's been a minute since she's been on and steered the ship, if you will, and because I'll be traveling. But I'm sure she's got some wonderful things up her sleeve to share with you all. Also, if you're craving more consciousness elevating content, be sure to check out Gaia, which is my personal go-to source for streaming consciousness content on the web, where you can stream an incredible 7,000 plus exclusive videos covering 5,000 years of wisdom. As you all hear me constantly say, it's a daily conscious effort to maintain an elevated vibration. And if you're looking to journey deep down the rabbit hole to do so, then Gaia is the best place I know of to do it, period. And you can sign up for your first month for only 99 cents at gaia.com/positivehead. That's spelled GAIA.com/positivehead. Check it out.
Smile. I hope that you stay small for a little while. I hope you'll find all you desire. If life gets hard, reach a little bit higher. I hope that you reach for the stars, even if they seem too far. I hope when you reach the stars, you don't forget who you are. And if you're stuck in a storm, if you're stuck in the storm, I hope you dance, dance in the rain. I hope you dance, dance in the rain. I hope the storm passes fast, and tears of joy are all that you have. Stand your ground when the world's caving in, and hold on tight to the little things. I hope that you never try to bring anyone down, only up. I hope if you ever fall, you're falling in love. I hope you still take a hand when you're crossing a road